As you're going through life, do it in relationships with other people to make disciples. Because following Jesus is about relationships. How many of us in the last year have said, man, that was a rough year, there were some rough points in there, but man, as you look back now, you can see where God had did some pretty cool things. We read the scripture this morning. What did Jesus say the cost was? Hey, if you want to follow me, what's it going to cost you? Everything. How much did it cost the disciples to get to this point in the story in Matthew 28? Everything. They spent 3.5 years, and it wasn't on a Caribbean cruise ship. When did Jesus do this? Did he set an appointment with them and say, sign up for discipleship class and go there and I'll meet with you? No, where are they at? Where are they with him? How are they with him? How would you describe it? Through relationships is how he made his disciples. At the Matthew 28, he says, I'm going to give you guys a command, and I'm going to tell you to do what I just got done doing. In your going. That's why I asked you, when did Jesus make his disciples? How did he do it? In his going. In his doing. In his life. He did what he's asking them to do, to make disciples. Look back at how Jesus discipled. There's 12 of them. They 12 together. As you're going through life, do it in relationships with other people to make disciples. Because following Jesus is about relationships. And as a Grace Church of Ocala, we say these verses every single Sunday. Jesus came and said to them, all authority has been given to me. As you're going about life, go and make disciples. Jesus is that battle buddy. I want to go to battle with you. I'm the best it's ever been. I'm the boss of all bosses. I rose from the dead to the right hand of God. I have power and dominion over everything that exists on earth. Now go and make disciples. What is the mission? Make disciples. Go, as you're going, make disciples. In the making of disciples, lo, I'm going to be with you always. Until when? The end of the age. Go and make a disciple. Every one of us. Who is that one person that you know in your life and as you do relationships with who may not yet follow Jesus? What does it take to make a disciple? A lot of TIME. A lot of relationships. But God has a mission for us to say, go and make disciples. There will be slow balls down the middle. There will be people in your life that God will bring around on a repetitive basis. That's accountability. That's, wow, okay, so God's asked me to do this. Here's a local group of people that's going to actually ask if I'm doing the mission. What is the mission? Make disciples. Go, as you're going, make disciples.